Now we're going to look at the Giants linebackers right now. I think this is a spot that is really crying out for a playmaker. I mean, they had a solid linebacking core in 2016. Nothing to write home about, though. I think they definitely benefited from a great secondary and a great front four. I don't know where that answer is going to come from. I mean, I think you're going to bring back Devon Kennard and Jonathan Casillas as the two outside linebackers. Again, two solid, dependable guys. Certainly could find an upgrade, though, at one of those two spots, and they should be on the hunt for that. I think the biggest change probably comes in the middle. I think Kelvin Shepherd did his thing as a one-year veteran. Came in on short money and filled that hole, but really wasn't a great player on the field. If you want to be frank about it, I think the hope is that B.J. Goodson, fourth-round pick last year, is ready to step in. I mean, I think he has the physicality to step in as a first and second down linebacker. I don't think he's a three-down guy yet. Maybe never will be. So it's really going to be about how much he knows the playbook and is able to call the defense, because that's something Shepherd, as a veteran, did well. But I think I'd feel pretty good about going into camp, giving Goodson a shot to win the starting job at middle linebacker. And I think the only really kind of quote-unquote big free agent is Keenan Robinson. I mean, I don't think he's going to be a blockbuster type free agent, but the Giants know his value. And again, if I'm talking about Goodson as a 1 to 2 down linebacker, then you need someone else to come in, and that's the role Robinson filled last year, and I think he filled it really well. Brings some athleticism there that they need. But again, they need a playmaker there. They just didn't have any linebackers who, were getting a lot of sacks, causing fumbles, just being disruptive forces on the field. And I think they're probably going to have to look in the draft for that. I mean, this is a franchise that has not drafted a linebacker since Carl Banks, drafted a linebacker in the first round since Carl Banks in 1984. I mean, that's the year I was born. That's a long time ago. That needs to change. Obviously, they had some success with Carl Banks. 3 years before that, Lawrence Taylor. So, hey, the track record is pretty good at linebacker. They're just taking, a 3-decade break from doing so. I think they might need to go after a linebacker in the first round. Zach Cunningham, a guy from Vanderbilt, very intriguing. I think he'd be a great pick if they can get him at 23. If not, maybe even just in the second round. Just invest a little bit more in this position, because it's all like tight end on the other side of the ball. They just haven't really invested in the position, so it really shouldn't be a big surprise that the play has been, mediocre, at best, at least the last 5-10 years, I guess, for the Giants. The linebacking play hasn't been great, so I think it's time to really invest, use a high draft pick, because I don't think there's a marquee free agent they can go get to turn this thing around. So you hope Goodson develops, you bring another rookie in, and maybe this linebacking core takes the next step this season.